So that way, I get it cheap, and I pass the savings on to... Hang on.
Finish up your scheme. There's work to do.
It's about time.
Got a potential recruit for you. I'll mark them on your map.
Engage!
Sorry, I'm just busy with a thing.
Don't know you, mate.
Charming bloke, isn't he?
He's a shady character, that's for sure. His network activity shows he's been trying to hack the National Health Service.
Shy. The NHS is barely creaking along as it is. Last thing it needs is some hacker fucking it about.
Do you really think I couldn't undo the damage done by some human hacker? Just connect me to one of the hospital servers he targeted, and I'll sort it.
I'm on it. Tell me about him, Bagley.
It seems there's an arrest warrant out on him, and a bounty on his head with the Kellys, and he's been catfished 3 times by his aunt.
Christ! How does someone become such a world-class pain in the arse?
Good question. You could dig around and see what turns up.
Yep. Gonna have nightmares tonight.
You're in. Now find the thing. That's the target. Should be hackable. Transfer complete.
What have we got, Bagley?
Nothing to fix, actually. He's been patching holes in their security, not opening them. Seems he's not so much a cyber criminal as he is renegade tech support.
I'm listening.
He's been particularly focused on exploits around the organ transfer list. Anyone who got their hands on these exploits would have a lot of control over that waiting list.
If that's not a job for DedSec, I don't know what is. Bagley, get me a face-to-face.
So you're DedSec? Ah, that's so cool. I'm meeting DedSec.
Saw your handiwork at the hospital. You're halfway to pretty fucking good.
Not good enough to stop Clan Kelly, I'm afraid. The bastards managed to steal hundreds of organs out of the system before I patched the exploit.
Well, that's concerning.
The last patch they stole could save hundreds of lives, maybe more. But robbing bloodthirsty criminals just isn't on my CV.
Okay, we'll handle it.
Cheers, mate. If you help me out with this, I'll owe you one. A big one.
Our grey hat has already worked out the smuggling ring's headquarters. I'm passing the details to your optic.
I'll see what I can dig up. I'm here.
Good. The stolen organs should be in an ambulance on site. That's the vehicle there. That's pretty much the op-
Best if they don't see me.
Fuck was that?
I've heard from Inspector Lau. We're ready for the briefing. Mary Kelly heads up the most powerful crime family in London, Clan Kelly, which should at least be easy to remember.
Under her old man, they were a bit player. Then he died, and her rivals started disappearing. Her enemies, her friends, her family. They call her Bloody Mary for a reason.
Early on, Mary abandoned cash in favor of cryptocurrency and brought the Kellys' criminal business online.
It makes weapons smuggling, drug running, money laundering all a lot easier without a cash trail. The woman single-handedly modernized organized crime in London. She considers herself to be untouchable. Case in point, from my files you retrieved. Darla Covington, 19. Sasha Haddad, 28. Radek Stokovich, 24. All disappeared.
It's difficult to find good help these days, isn't it, love? Most people, they ain't driven. Not like you. Because they feel worthless, don't they? The way that the world is, how it uses people. It's horrible. It's nice that you have a purpose. Oh, that'll be me, love.
We aren't finished here.
This was a courtesy. Oh, give my regards to their families. It's horrible losing someone you love. Nice meeting you, Caitlin.
As you can see, she'll never respond to interrogation. But there is one place she feels comfortable talking. The Sandstone residence.
Inspector Lau thinks a police bug in the Kellys' headquarters may have the evidence she needs to finally convict Bloody Mary.
Sandstone is their center of operations. I know the data on that bug will take her down. Get it for me, and I swear I'll put her away forever.
Pushing the coordinates to your optics.
Sabine here, Inspector Lau. I'm curious how you think you can bring Mary Kelly to justice now, with no backing. Even before Albion took over policing, you couldn't lock her up. And she goes on treating humans like cattle.
I had to work within the system. Yes, it was corrupt. I knew it. I just didn't know how bad it was. I thought a strong enough case couldn't be buried.
Well, you were wrong. The rot in the police force is nothing new. Runs all the way to the top. Do you expect it to work this time with Albion holding the reins?
Because I'm taking it to a contact in the Attorney General's office. An honest solicitor with a hard-on for organized crime, specifically for Mary Kelly. Look, our methods may differ, but I want to help those people as much as you do.
All right. But however this goes down, there's no way we're letting Mary slip the net again. That's not how DedSec does things. Let's get to Sandstone.
Security here is state-of-the-art, quite impenetrable. Unless, of course, you flew a drone through the window one of Mary's mouth breathers left open.
The recording device is in her security room.
Getting there should be a simple matter of navigating the vents.
Bugger me.
She's using these people as house servants, against their will.
Horrible in itself, but a million times worse knowing they end up as unwilling organ donors.
You have a real fucking attitude problem. Do you know that?
Please, I need help.
Fucking idiot. Do you piss everyone off the way you're pissing me off, wanker? Stupid git.
That gave me the tingles.
That's it. Let's see what kind of recording we've got on her. Just look at this place. This is what comes of old crooked money. The Kelly family has been profiting from people's misery for a long time. She's got this shit all over the manor.
So you've been in there before? Is that how you ended up in the basement of the Southwark incinerator?
We needed something incriminating, so we decided someone had to get in here and plant a bug. I wasn't going to assign someone else to do that. You saw how Mary uses the people she grabs out of the EPC, and the staff's uniform's not hard to mimic, so I went in. What I didn't know was that she had intel on our investigation, my team. I thought going off book would stop the leaks, but she still knew we were coming. She tortured me for the names of my team, tried to break me, but cops don't give up cops. Turned out she already knew the whole unit and put hits out on them. The woman is a mind fucker.
Yeah, Mary knew she wouldn't be able to make a slave out of you. Didn't bother wasting one of her chips.
That's how I ended up on that butcher's table. So many reasons to want to rid the world of her, but it wouldn't be enough to just put one in her brain. My mates died trying to bring her to justice. I have to honor that.
Look at the state of you. What you done to yourself after everything I've done for you?
You made me a slave. All of us. Please, let me go. Take this thing out.
Back to your old life. Back to nothing. Back to you 2.5 screaming blighters in your dead-end job and sucking off the dole. You don't want that, love. This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I? And this kitchen knife, that won't do it, love. Cutting yourself affects my bottom line.
I can't live like this anymore.
No. You're all right there. It's all right, sweetheart, because I have another use for you. Ooh, paying attention, are we? Good. Be sure and spread the word. You know where this one goes. Get these two and all the others over to the venue and ready for the sale.
Right away, Mum. Also, the foreign investors have already landed and the drones are programmed, ready to deliver the invitations and the coordinates to all the guests.
Is that initiative I'm smelling, Peter? Initiative can be a dangerous thing. Can be misinterpreted. Fuck's sake.
This is insane. How did Mary get her hands on this kind of tech? It takes a sick mind to come up with killer microchips.
Perhaps a disease mind, but definitely an ingenious one. Perfect psych profile for a group like Zero Day, wouldn't you say?
Her affiliations aren't my priority, Bagley. She's keeping these people enslaved. And it sounds as if she's selling them. This is huge.
That's what the microchip's for. If they step out of line, Mary sells them for parts. This bird's a piece of work.
DedSec, we'll have to crash that slave auction. Get all the information we can out of there. The location will be on the invitations. She hasn't sent out the invitation yet, but when she does...
Bagley, monitor the drone networks. Give us a heads up when Mary sends out her fleet. Until then, I reckon we're in a holding pattern.
I'll get in touch if I hear about anything else that might interest you. Cheers, DedSec.
Get out of my face! You fuckwit.
Since we're waiting for our cordial invitation to Mary Kelly's tasteless theme party, we can finally get back to what really matters, solving the mystery of Zero Day. Who are they, and why did they frame DedSec for the bombings?
What have you got, Bagley?
Glad you asked. Today, the great AI detective has 2 leads for his dog's body politic. Obviously, Albion needs looking into, but I also have a more unusual thread for you to pull on. There's a new hacktivist group on the dark web scene called the 404. But instead of being in it for the lulz, this lot seems to be in it for the brutal reshaping of society by any means necessary. Sound like anyone you know?
Looks like I've got some options.
I've marked both on your optic. I've found a potential recruit for you. Drop in a pin on your map.
Possible hostiles near your location. Approaching with caution, over. The suspect is now fleeing on foot. Immobilizing the suspect.
This is the end of the line.
I need available officers to go on standby. Over.
Bet they're seething.
Anyone have visual? Anyone? Search units, disengage. This search is pointless.
You've got grit. I can see it. We could use someone like you in the Resistance.
Would you happen to be in DedSec? Because I have some information you'll find useful.
Keep talking.
I, along with 300 of my colleagues, were all made redundant a few weeks ago.
How dreadful.
Thankfully, I managed to land on my feet, but something about the layoff stinks to high heaven. What company has the resources to replace 300 skilled workers like that? It's preposterous.
Right. So you want DedSec to check out your replacement?
Exactly. I never forget a favor. Help me and I'll help you however I can.
A tech corporation acting unethically? Sounds out of character, but let's investigate anyway.
On it.
Oh no!
You've arrived at our contact's former employer, and aside from some heavily armed security guards, it's basically a ghost town.
Interesting.
I don't think this replacement is on site. Dig around and see if you can figure out where they are.
Explosives incoming, stand clear!
You could do your corporate espionage from there.
Sierra 4-2, this is Control. An alarm has been activated near you. Survey the area. Over.
Your friend's just been taken into Albion custody. So long as you don't cock up that badly, you'll be my favourite operative today.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen to me, right? Right?
You can do your corporate espionage from there.
Live alarm.
What's that? Yo, listen! Give it up! Yo, give it up!
Taking fire! Retire!
Wicked.
Your comrade is now taking an Albion-mandated timeout. You're up.
Yeah, but that's not going to happen to me, right? Right?